What's the difference between a red X and a yellow X?
Same thing.
They'll
X,
paint, they'll
X
paint,
on
they'll-
the runway.
They'll
Oh, they'll
I'm
paint
not
it
gonna
red?
give you a spec, but they will paint them on.
They'll paint them yellow, like on,
If you go to Beta Field, it looks like it's ready, it's an active airport, you'll see X's on all the approach ends.
Bader Field, that's in Jersey, right? Bader.
Right by, a little south of Atlantic City, used to be.
Much closer to Atlantic City than
You
the
can walk, it's at the southern end of the boardwalk. How many times?
If you receive
Why they close it?
ABC,
They got
air
greedy.
traffic control.
They thought they could sell that land to casinos. So now it's up their ass. It's vacant and the casinos are closing. You read it's a horrible thing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and that's, hey, we got this airport, you know, making nothing. We'll sell it to casinos for billions. Meanwhile, now it's empty. and
They're closing well, now they got the casino here in New York, so.
competition.
If you receive an
Okay, let's
ATC,
talk about-
air traffic
All right,
control.
guys, I
Take care, Bob. Nice to meet you.
Take care. Thank you. You guys.
Have a good one, Bob.
You too.
Okay, how can you tell if a runway's closed? Red X.
Big X on the runway.
Great public airport information. Foxtrot. Time 1353 Zulu. Wind 150 at 3. Visibility 29. Got conditions clear. It's up to 152.13. Altimeter 299 at 3. Runway 119 is closed. Advise when it's your contact. You have information. Another good way to tell if the runway is
No,
closed.
ASOS?
Ace off. Aided.
Aided.
What about NOTAM? Notice to airmen. Can you tell if the runway is closed
Notice?
based on the NOTAM?
Notice.
Notice to airmen, NOTAM.
NOTMS?
NOTAMS, NOTAM.
Yeah,
Notice to airmen. They'll, read it back when you call briefer. They'll read it back. The notice to airmen, and they'll say runway's closed.
so ATIS is air traffic,
Airport terminal information system.
airport terminal.
No, automated terminal information system.
Automated terminal information.
Yep.
ASOS is? That's a huge-
Automated surface observation system. That's
Surface observation.
surface observation. Basically,
Weather?
you look in the middle of the field. There's like this little sock with the wind and
Yeah.
temperature gauges, humidity sensors, wind sensors that actually tells you what the wind direction, velocity, and all that.
What should I use on a normal basis? ASOS?
Data.
ATIS.
Sometimes, if the airport has a email
Yeah, they send me email.
service, they'll send you email and tell you this runway is closed. And you remember I sent you an email for runway
They sent it
closed?
to me. I don't know, from 2 years ago. They sent it, they're still sending me. Okay, if you receive ATC instruction,
Uh-huh.
air traffic control instruction, right?
Uh-huh.
If you do not intend to use or field may compromise your safety, what you should do? Ask him to repeat it.
Repeat. Say again.
Say again the same thing.
Yeah. You may consider saying student pilot solo. Student pilot solo. So they kind of treat you nicer. They're less aggressive. They treat you a little bit nicer. And that way they talk to you slower because you're a student pilot. You're not just a regular pilot. So I recommend when you fly solo to say student pilot. Your first solo is going to be an uncontrolled, but it's not a problem. But further down the road, when you start
So one
soloing.
second, so that's one wing, air traffic control, tells me, right, downwind right, runway 1A, whatever. I don't know.
We're
what
right down there, only 19.
I don't know what I'm saying. So I tell them air traffic control, or
No,
Republic
say
Tower.
Republic Tower, 9027, say again.
Say again.
Just repeat it.
Then
Then you repeat it back, 9027, right down in 19. When you repeat it back and they don't reply, that means you're good. So they're looking for you to reply and repeat exactly what they've given you.
say again. And if you feel this may compromise your safety, what you should do, tell them off. No, sir.
No, negative, unable.
Unable.
A lot of times here they tell you to get off the runway quick. All you have to say is unable.
Oh, yeah?
And then keep moving down the runway and get off the runway whenever you're able. Whenever you're comfortable with it. There's no rush. You want to be safe.
What is the meaning of each of the following automatic ATC flight signals? In flight, steady green.
What does that mean?
That's what the coming down to approach.
What they tell you. Steady green, what does that mean?
Just on the beacon?
Yeah, they give you a green, solid green light into the airplane. So light gun signal.
Good.
Clear to?
And
To the land. Very good. Put it in. What about on the ground? Steady green light on the ground.
there's a takeoff.
Excellent. What about flashing green?
Clear to land, they use caution.
Nope.
I'm completely guessing because I don't know.
Let's look at airport, air traffic control, and airspace. 141. Supposed to be a table. Light beam signal. Flashing green on the ground is clear to taxi.
On the ground,
In the air is return for landing.
the in the air is return for landing, flashing green.
Correct. Flashing green on the ground, clear to taxi.
Return for landing.
Returning for landing. Yep.
And on the ground is
On the ground, clear to taxi. Study red. On the ground. Common sense.
enough for flashing.
Stop. Study red in flight.
Not clear for landing.
Not clear for landing. Continue circling and give way to another aircraft.
That's steady red, right?
Study red. What about flashing red
Okay.
in flight?
To another aircraft? Flashing red. On the ground or in flight?
In flight. Airport unsafe. Do not land.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to put an X.
Because they don't have time to put in X. They're just flashing red. Flashing red on the ground.
That's all.
Taxi clear of the runway. I guess you just landed. They do flashing red. Like get off the runway. Flashing white,
Flashing, there is no flashing light, it's white.
it's actually flashing white. I mean,
Okay.
flashing white is not applicable in flight. And on the ground is returned to the starting point of the airport.
So where you park, that's where
Wherever
it's
you-
going to be, you got three.
Whatever it is, return back to where return back to where you started from. The last one I would like to ask is alternating red and green. You can add it on the bottom. That's in the Airman Information Manual. And it exercises extreme caution, both on the ground and in the air.
Why?
Some unsafe, something's happening.
No matter what you say.
An emergency in progress, whatever. Exercise extreme caution. Too windy, whatever it
This
is.
is what, this is flashing,
Red and green
green.
flashing.
red, and green, flashing. These are two buttons. Okay.
What aircraft equipment and student pilot authorization are required for student pilots to solo in Class Bravo? We talked about that.
No C transponder. Okay?
Okay? The equipment you need to have is two-way radio communication, transponder with MOSI, what else?
One second. Transponder was in two areas, and beacon?
And an endorsement. Any transponder needs to have MOSI.
Yeah, okay.
So forget about it.
Okay.
Those days are gone when the transponder had no MOSI. But you need to have an endorsement.
Okay, the endorsement is
Authorization, pilot authorization is an endorsement when you rob it. Well, see, that's the problem with food. You feel like taking a nap.
I'll say that everything else.
Diet. Time for a break. Time for a break.
I like that. Okay. In the student pilot, we went over this, in the student pilot, we request special VFR.
Yep, we talked about that
Yes,
already.
If there's an emergency.
Only in the
Only. Okay. A magenta dashes line surround a certain uncontrolled airport. What does this indicate and what the reason is for our pilot? Magenta, that's red. Dash lines, that's surface to 700 class B or something, no? No, it can be uncontrolled. Class B.
It is here. Dash magenta line surround certain uncontrolled airspace. Right here, you see? This is the dash magenta.
What's an extension of class E?
Extension of Class C. And when you look, the sectional chart, what's it saying? Dash magenta.
Yeah, class E. Let's see. SFT?
SFC. SFC means surface.
Surface, I know, surface is 700, right?
Class Echo starts with the surface. On the ground level, Echo starts. That means here, to that airport, they're doing instrument approaches to that airport. And Class Echo controlled airspace is extended 10 miles to the northeast of the airport in that section. So you cannot.
So here you have surface also now. Should have, right?
Yeah.
It's really airport.
Yeah. But you cannot operate here in Class Golf because there's no Class Golf here. So you gotta maintain 500 below, 1,000 above, 2,000 distance in this area. Here you can be in Class Golf. And the reason for that is if somebody's on a distant approach, IFR, They want you to stay 500 feet below, 1,000 above, 2,000 distance from the cloud so you can identify the aircraft and have 3 mile visibility. So the significance
so
to
magenta-
VFR pilot is a controlled airspace, and you need to watch out for IFR traffic.
Class B stars at the surface. 2,700 feet. Watch out for IFR. Aircraft? IFR aircraft?
Yep, IFR aircraft. This is the last page?
Yep.
Oh man, good job today. Excellent. Proud of you, man. Provide visibility and cloud clearance requirements for foreign airspace. Oh, we talked about that so many times.
Class D,
Delta.
D, 500 below,
Okay.
cloud, 1,000 above,
1,000 above.
2,000 feet on the side.
Horizontal. Okay.
Horizontal. And 3 miles statue.
3 statute mile visibility. Perfecto. Love it. Now look what they're asking. Class Echo below 10,000 feet.
Class Echo below 10,000. Same thing.
Beautiful. 500 below, 1,000 above, and 2,000 distance with 3 miles. Same thing.
Class G below 1,200. Take care of cows.
Clear cloud. What about the minimum visibility class
1
G?
mile. 1 mile.
1 mile.
1 mile.
Now it's asking class G below 1,200 feet AGL at night. So 1 mile
So you gotta do the
and
same,
clear. What about night?
same thing as that one.
Beautiful. 3 statute mile.
Everything same thing as that one. Okay?
500 below, 1,000 above.
Same as Echo and Delta.
And 2,000 horizontal.
What are the minimum visibility and ceiling requirements for VFR flights in Class D airspace? Class D is the same thing. 500 below, 1,000 above, 2,000 horizontal, 3 statute miles visibility. Right?
It's asking for what is the minimum visibility and ceiling requirement for VFR flight in Class Delta. Ceiling requirement.
Oh, ceiling requirements.
Ceiling.
Ceiling requirement.
Remember ceiling?
Yes,
Broken,
yes,
overcast?
What are the minimum visibility and ceiling requirements? The minimum visibility is 3 statute miles. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the ceiling requirements for VFR is ceiling requirements for VFR and Class Delta. I think I guessed you, 1,200?
1,000 feet. Class Delta minimum cloud ceiling is 1,000. Below 1,000, the field is IFR. No more VFR.
I guess I don't understand the question. Let's just go over the question again.
You have a control tower here,
Yeah,
and you have overcast layers of cloud
okay,
from the surface, 1,000 feet AGL.
okay.
That's VFR, visual flight rules. If that ceiling goes down to 900 feet AGL,
Mm-hmm.
are we VFR or IFR?
So you go to IFR.
IFR. So the question is, what is the minimum visibility and ceiling requirements for VFR flight in Class Delta airspace?
Minimum 1,000 feet.
You need 1,000-foot ceiling and 3 mile visibility. Anything below that, you're not VFR.
100,000 or less than 3 miles, you need aerosol, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is aerosol.
Mm-hmm.
As far as taking a runaway from an uncontrolled airport, it is recommended to maneuver the airplane entering to view the final approach area to confirm that there is no other landing traffic. In an airport with a control tower, is this still recommended maneuver? Just send your answer. Yeah, I would say yes.
Absolutely. That's the safest way to do it. Remember, every time before we take off, we take a look at the final approach craft, make sure nobody's coming into landing.
Exactly.
Now, an airport with a control tower does not necessarily mean the control tower is working. They say airports with a control tower. This airport has a control tower?
Yeah.
After 11 o'clock at night, it's off.
Alright?
So,
So that's class Echo, right?
it turns into uncontrolled, yeah. Go.
Changes the goal?
Turns into go. So, at 11 o'clock at night, even if there's a control tower in the airport, it's not operational. You still want to make sure nobody's coming into final because you may have somebody landing the airplane with no lights and no radio. Which happens.
And if it's class Delta and it goes off the radio, it goes into Echo.
Goes into uncontrolled. You-
Delta also?
Delta, when it's shut down, it's go uncontrolled.
And Charlie?
Charlie, I believe, will turn into Echo. Gotta look at the
Okay,
airport
geez.
facility directory.
It's either-
Like Iceland is Charlie, it will turn into Echo. It'll be a controlled airspace. But
But it's closed, how is it
it's
controlled?
well, the control tower is closed. But the Class Charlie air traffic control is still controlling the airspace.
Can you still phone somebody?
Still give them a call before you land.
Even though they don't answer you?
No, actually,
Oh, they will. It's not closed.
not closed.
The airport is closed, but they're not.
The
not
tower is closed, but the air traffic control facility, which is Class Charlie airspace, approach control, is still open.
Closed is still open.
Congratulations, you have just completed your free solo. And I will sign it.
Thank you. Oh,
And that's right, I'll put my name and sign it, put the date, and notify that it's 100%, and this will be part of your package when you go. Solo. Today is October 5th, 6th already. All right, we'll take a 5-minute break. Again, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll
Been
do
a
it
pleasure.
again. Hopefully, it looks like we lost a couple because I mean they couldn't handle the whole exam, but we got it. I'm gonna do is actually fill your ground school free solo here on your logbook and give you the endorsement. And we'll go out there and do some flying unless you.
No, we're going out
We're
there.
going out
We're
there.
going out
We're
there.
going out there. All right, let's go fly. Let's see, we got a lesson plan here, free solo. Let's go about.
We'll start with
Yeah,
your,
about 3. No, it's too bad. That's
No,
all right.
it's more than that.
3.2. 3.2 hours. And let's see what else we got. Last time we flew with birds was September 26th. Not bad, man. You're moving. Let's see, was it the 20? I think we went to 28.
it was a Sunday, right?
Was it Sunday or was it 28?
September 28th, Sunday. Oh, it was a week ago.
Yeah, last weekend. Alright, let's take a 5-minute break, go free flight, go have some fun.